It's homecoming season at HBCUs, when generations of alumni come together to celebrate Black culture and community. State Farm honors the strength of those communities and legacy, pride, and unstoppable energy of the HBCU family. That's why State Farm agents are committed to helping you choose the coverage you need so you can protect the things that matter most. And that's something to celebrate too. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you give gifts, you like to knock them out of the park. Airwick Essential Mist Diffuser's chic design, long-lasting scents, and effortless setup makes it the kind of gift that feels complete the moment it's unwrapped. Perfect for your favorite dinner party host or that friend who loves a cozy night in. Plus, its cordless design means you can easily take this gentle fragrance with you from room to room. Airwick Essential Mist. Ready to gift. Ready to uplift.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. You have to reframe socialising in order to not be lonely. You touched on a few reasons there, Hamish, when you were talking, but why do you feel lonely sometimes?
As I said, I'm never alone, and I'm always busy with Liz and with Sunny, which I love. So I'm not lonely in that respect, but I guess I am lonely sometimes in my sobriety. The way I described it, I think I said this on the podcast, is when I'm at an event where everyone is drunk, there's a very specific moment in the night where I feel as if everyone has boarded a train to a place that I can't get to. They're all in the same headspace, and I can't get there whatever I try and do. I can be silly, I can dance, I can still hold a good conversation, but I can't get to where they are.
Is it about 10 p.m, Hamish?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
About 10, yeah.
Yeah. That can be lonely. Like the weddings, that is when I looked for pregnant women and parents.
Yes, yeah.
That was what my decision. Although the parents were often more pissed than my mates.
Yeah.
But pregnant women were my safe space. Although most weddings that I went to, and this is probably a sign of the times, had at least one other sober person who was sober not because they were pregnant.
Yes,
so there always seems to be one other.
So you can search out a sober buddy sometimes in those situations.
Yeah. I've lived in Australia for 5 years, and I've always slightly struggled with connecting with Australian men. And I don't know why that is. It might be something to do with me. It might be the fact I haven't met particular ones that are my type of people. And this is a stereotype, but there's a big drinking culture here. That is a way that people bond. And now I've even taken that out of my repertoire of tools to bond with Australian men. Yeah. So I think it could be even harder, and I might start feeling lonely in that respect.
I think you're very open and very extrovert, as we talked about before. And I think some Australian men are not like that and probably find it a bit much. Like John's quite similar to you, very outgoing, and he finds the same issue. He finds it quite hard to connect with people. I think part of it is because we're expats and the people here are already established. They've got their mates from school, they've got their mates that they hung out with, so they don't need new mates often. And it is quite hard to establish yourself within a community over here for any expat living in any other country. And you do end up looking for people from your own country eventually, which is strange. Yeah. I do find having a connection over home, over England with people, it starts off a good bond with someone.
Yeah, and saying, hey, let's meet and go for a pint is a lot more socially acceptable than let's meet and go for a walk or Scrabble at mine.
Yeah, it's so true. You almost don't know where to invite someone to, do you?
Yeah.
Shall we go down the beach? Yeah, it just sounds odd rather than let's go down the pub and have a few pints with our mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't almost establish a connection early on, so therefore it's almost avoided. Earlier we talked about going to bed early, and sometimes on a Friday night I find myself in bed at 8 p.m. I wonder who I am now. It doesn't coincide with who I've been for the last 25 years, so that can be a bit weird. I'm almost disappointed with myself because I've been so brainwashed into believe that staying home is boring, and I think that's part of the issue. Like, we think being at home is boring, whereas in fact it's actually not that boring. It's actually quite cosy, isn't it?
I also told you earlier today, so I had dinner here with you last night, got home, Sonny's not well, and we started watching a show. I fell asleep. Sonny woke up. Liz went in there to see if he was all right. She came back. She goes, hey, you're asleep. We're still in the sevens.
Oh, yes, 7 p.m.
So
sleep.
I was in bed and asleep still in the sevens.
Oh, see, we're like, that's a win, aren't
And
we?
I'd been out for dinner. I'd been sociable that night.
That is a win to me. Like,
It
the
is a
earlier
win.
the better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I think we did like 5 or 6 wake-ups before midnight. So
Yeah,
you know
poor
you've been
Sonny.
asleep early when you got 5 or 6 wake-ups.
Oh, he's
before.
teething, isn't he?
Yeah, front tooth.
So we've got a Sonny who's teething and my poor little Freddie who had to have a tooth pulled out on Friday.
Yeah, it's been a tooth-focused week for us, isn't
Yes,
it?
very toothy
Yeah.
week.
What about you, Vic? Why do you feel lonely sometimes?
Well, it's funny, really. People don't really imagine me as being a lonely person, but I do get lonely occasionally. I'm not sure sometimes who I am socially anymore. I don't know who this person is. It's still taking me time, even 5 years in, to work out who I am in a social situation. And sometimes I fill that gap with who I am with speaking. And then I feel paranoid about what I've said.
Okay.
So I'll go out and I'll over talk and be like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I walk away feeling quite distressed that I've spoken too much.
Do you think you've dominated conversation?
I feel like I've dominated conversation and been a bit of a wanker. I feel comfortable at home, which of course everybody does. I couldn't be bothered with the whole I'm sober convo sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially being out with non-drinkers, like, why don't you drink? I just can't be asked to answer loads of questions. And I've changed so much, and that can be confronting for people. So that's also hard. I'm not as good as making effort with people. I used to be really desperate to please people, and now I'm not. So that means I don't make as much effort with people.
I don't think that's true.
I actually do make quite a lot of effort.
You
do
make
think?
a huge effort with people.
Okay, good.
Maybe it's people you hate.
Yeah, just people like that. I think I'm better at deciding out who I hate.
Okay, that's
I think
good.
that's what it is. I think people presume I'm busy when I'm not. And so this is my during the week thing, Hamish. So during the week, I see you on Mondays. We do the podcast, right? Then for the rest of the week, my phone doesn't go. I'm just kind of bumbling around. I get loads of work done. I do lots of writing. I don't go out for lunch with people. I don't go for walks with people. And I get very lonely during the week. And I guess
Okay.
everyone's busy during the week. And that is the problem with having your own business or running your own thing, which is what I do. I run this whole big thing, this sober thing. And I just think people presume I'm busy.
Yeah.
And actually I'm not. I need breaks. I'm not in an office where you can have a tea break or a smoko break with someone. I'm at home alone and there's no one there to say to you, do you want a cup of tea, or should we go for a walk, or
Okay.
should we have a chat? And I get lonely because I'm running my own business, and I think maybe I need to go to one of those communal workspaces so that I've got people to chat to throughout the day, because I thrive on human connection. When I'm working at home alone, I definitely feel sort of isolated.
I would have assumed 3 kids during the school term is mayhem.
No, not during the day. I mean,
Yeah.
it is mayhem. I'm busy, but I need breaks from that
Yeah.
busyness. I think that's what it is.
I was very aware when we moved up here, suddenly the phone doesn't ring.
Yeah.
I think we're used to London, and it's like there's plans every night,
Yes.
and we're going to theatres, and we're going to shows, and there's birthdays, and then you move away from that, or you move to Queensland, or wherever you move to.
And have kids.
And have kids. You go, oh, the phone doesn't ring anymore.
Yeah, the phone doesn't ring. I don't know whether that's... I think this is a problem with social media as well. People presume you're all right.
Right.
And it's that thing with depression and people... And suicide. I remember this guy from Ellen's Show committed suicide recently. The guy who did the music for Ellen's Show, I think. And I saw a video of him the other day, the day before he committed suicide, where he was doing like a TikTok dance. And I think you just presume everybody's okay because they're doing things like that. There's photos of them with their family. They look happy. Everybody looks nonchalant, like they're having a lovely time. Whereas in fact, people are lonely and sad and depressed, but they don't show that side of themselves online because they don't want anyone to worry about them. And that is an issue in our modern culture, I think, is that people look like they're not lonely, whereas in fact, actually they are.
Absolutely.
It's homecoming season at HBCUs, when generations of alumni come together to celebrate Black culture and community. State Farm honors the strength of those communities and legacy, pride, and unstoppable energy of the HBCU family. That's why State Farm agents are committed to helping you choose the coverage you need so you can protect the things that matter most. And that's something to celebrate too. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It seems for both of us that we are alone or lonely, perhaps a little more than we would like.
I may have cancelled myself, Hamish.
Oh, you reckon you cancelled?
Yeah, I've cancelled myself. Is that allowed?
Yes, allowed. It's frowned on. It's understandable, though. Cancelling yourself feels easier than putting this sober version of you out there. I know I was worried my mates would think I was a boring wanker now. But surprisingly, they might still think I'm a wanker.
Yeah, they won't tell you, though.
Surprisingly, a recent survey shows that 91% of males between the ages of 18 and 35 wouldn't care if a mate chose not to drink on a night out. And that has actually been my lived experience, which I was surprised by.
I'm so surprised by that and joyful I feel about that. So really, that thing that we get into our head about people not accepting us as being sober is starting to change. So if we do go out and say, I don't drink, there's 91% of males in Australia would say, don't worry about it, mate, that's fine. So there's only 9% that would give you a hard time.
Because I think a lot of people stay in during those early years, so they just, like you said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about why I'm sober. And actually, my experience is you say I'm sober, and there aren't follow-up questions. People are just accepting, whatever, you don't need to drink.
Does that mean you're only 9% wanker?
Yeah, 9% wanker, 91% total bloody legend.
Yeah, that's so true. Not a bad result, I reckon. So those opinions of others that we spend so much time stressing over don't actually exist.
That's right. We're coming into an era of more accepting views. As a society, we're beginning to understand that it's personal choice to drink or not, and we respect the decisions of our friends. If they are not drinking, they have a good reason, and that is enough.
Yeah, just saying I'm sober should be enough. Yeah, instead of the old, come on, what's wrong with you? Nowadays, you might just get a good on you, mate, which is an incredible leap forward for all of mankind, I reckon. So staying home because you are worried about what others might think of you is not actually real, we've discovered. Also, if they do care and have a go at you about it, they're more than 9% wanker and you don't need them in your life.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What are some of the other reasons sober people stay home more? Scared of relapse is obviously quite an easy one, although what we've both found is that you stay at home because you're scared of relapsing, but then you stay at home too much, your life becomes boring. Alcohol is not boring, so I'll drink.
Yeah, that's
and that is
so
such
true.
a dangerous mindset.
Such a dangerous mindset. Yep, staying at home, especially isolation, especially the pandemic, that's a perfect example. People stayed at home, got bored and started drinking and came out the other end with a huge drinking issue.
Absolutely.
So staying at home is a catalyst to drinking sometimes, I think. Too far out of the comfort zone going out. Well, we've had that whole episode on the comfort zone, haven't we? It is hard going out in early sobriety, but I think you've got to do it, haven't you?
Going out also means dancing quite often, and dancing sober is a challenge.
Yes.
Yes, you're slightly more self-aware.
Yeah, the old robot doesn't come out as often, does it?
No.
The silly dancing, like the rowing, that was one, sitting on the floor doing the row.
Oh, yeah, good.
Upside your head. Say, oops, upside your head. Do you know that dance?
It's not a great one.
The nutbush. Do you do the nutbush? What dances do you know, Hamish?
I know the robot. That was my signature dance move when I was a mascot.
Okay, yeah.
Never could do the worm. Would have liked to. Vinny the Viking, the Yorkshire mascot, could do the worm.
Oh, you did the worm. Yeah, that's always a good one.
I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do the worm.
No,
I used to
could.
try the worm, and every Sunday morning I would go out, have a blackout, and then in the morning I would always have a cut on my chin.
Yeah.
And my mates would be like, you were trying the swan dive again.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Just accept you can't do it. And I would literally just be throwing myself onto the dance floor and cutting my chin wide open.
Yeah. No, my dance moves are usually, my bottom half is basically jogging on the spot.
Okay, yeah.
And my top half's doing whatever he wants. So my step count's good when I dance.
Yeah. What Hamish and I did was do the sober dancing in the dark to get over the fear.
Good one.
Yeah,
I highly recommend that as a first stepping stone.
Yeah, for sure. And even like one of those silent discos. So good. Stunted conversations I've put there. I added that one because when you're out and you're first sober, you almost don't know what to say anymore. It is really weird, isn't it? So you're kind of like stumbling over your words, really conscious of what you're saying, probably over talking like I do, and you avoid going out because you just can't be bothered to feel anxious about what you're going to say.
Well, because when we were drinking, our perception was that we were brilliant conversationalists, always had the fun topics, bouncing off people, quick witty replies.
Yeah.
And you probably still have all of those in you, just without the alcohol, because you probably weren't as good as you thought you were when you were drunk.
I think we need to go out, Hamish, and go out with some really drunk people and record some of the conversations they're having, just to see what it's like, to see if it is as witty and as funny as we remember it being, because I don't think it will be. It'll just be a lot of slurring, won't it, and dribbling.
The next one you've written here is one that I still haven't got over, which is the awkward bill paying.
Of course,
people stay inside because they don't want to have the conversation when the bill comes, and you don't want to be the person that goes, well, I drank water, not the bottles of vodka and the cocktails, so can you divide it? And I still haven't got over it, so I just now pay my share, which is other people's. I pay for other people's cocktails is basically what's going on.
So you're going out and paying for other people's drinks just because you're sober. Alcoholic drinks.
Yes.
That
I
is so
thought I
annoying.
had paid for my last alcoholic drink. I have bought loads of alcoholic drinks since going sober, but I've just not drunk any of them.
That's so funny. Like, we shouldn't, as sober people, be going out and paying for other people's booze.
Yeah, I do it all the time. All the time.
It's just easier just to put the money on the table and go, here you go, but then never go and see those people again.
Why? Because why? It's not. No one would think I was a prick if I said, by the way, guys, I didn't drink the wine. Here's my share. Like, no one's going to remember that the next day or the next time they go out. But it's bloody hard to say it.
It is
I'd rather
bloody
just
hard
shut
to
up and
say
pay
it.
my share.
Exactly. And that's why people don't go out.
Yeah.
It's because they don't want to have that awkward conversation. Whereas if someone said that to me, like, sorry, I'm sober, I don't want to pay for the expensive wine that you've ordered, I'd be like, fair enough, mate. Yeah, work out what you've paid. But I think we have these conscious minds that go round and round these events before they happen, and we talk ourselves into not going out. That's what we're doing. Earlier bedtimes we've talked about. What's the next one, Hame?
Nothing to prove anymore.
Yes.
What do you mean by that one?
I meant by, like, when I used to go out, I used to want to prove to people what a brilliant partier I was, what a brilliant person. Oh, look at me. I can drink more than anyone else. I can dance better. I can stay out longer. I give a fuck what people think about me. Whereas now I've got nothing to prove. So if someone I really liked or fancied, for example, before I was married, I would go out to go and impress that person. But now I haven't got anyone to impress or show off to. I don't really care what people think about me, so there's no need for me to go out. I don't need to go out and act in a stupid way and make people laugh, because I don't give a shit whether they like me or not.
So I am the other side of that coin. I understand that you don't need to go out because you don't need to prove yourself. I like to go out because I'm trying to prove that sobriety is not boring.
Yes, and I love that you do that, because, like, that means you're a brilliant advocate for non-drinkers, because you're like, look, here I am, I still do everything that I've always done, but I don't drink, and that is brilliant. But I think further along the line, if we were to speak in a year, you'd be like, nah, I can't be asked for that anymore.
Of that.
Yeah, too tired.
Who cares? I am not the leader of sober people. I don't need to.
You actually are, though. That's the thing you don't realise. You're like the Pied Piper of the sober world. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
They have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the...
It's homecoming season at HBCUs, when generations of alumni come together to celebrate Black culture and community. State Farm honors the strength of those communities and legacy, pride, and unstoppable energy of the HBCU family. That's why State Farm agents are committed to helping you choose the coverage you need so you can protect the things that matter most. And that's something to celebrate too. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you give gifts, you like to knock them out of the park. Airwick Essential Mist Diffuser's chic design, long-lasting scents, and effortless setup makes it the kind of gift that feels complete the moment it's unwrapped. Perfect for your favorite dinner party host or that friend who loves a cozy night in. Plus, its cordless design means you can easily take this gentle fragrance with you from room to room. Airwick Essential Mist. Ready to gift. Ready to uplift.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hi, I'm Joanna Coles.
And I'm Michael Wolff.
No other modern American president has impacted the world like Donald Trump. To understand his mercurial whims, we dive deep inside Trump's head.
3 days a week, Joanna and I deliver behind-the-scenes access and recount insider stories. From hidden health concerns to alleged Epstein connections, we unravel the 47th president in a way you will not find anywhere else.
So search for Inside Trump's Head wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes are released 3 times a week on all major podcast platforms, or tune in a day earlier on the Daily Beast's YouTube channel.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.